State of the Union Address, live at 6 on KTLADT.
A new heartfelt 3 in the mother hoping someone will come forward. For K5 News at noon.
Pena, Glenn the day off. Also in a new report in the
previous the Cortese in the news. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Savannah got knows well the cycle of news quickly headline change and now missing for 20. Savannah for someone to come forward with information people to keep her mother in their thoughts. Listen.
Please, if you hear this message, if you've been waiting and you haven't been sure, let this be your sign to please come forward, tell what you know, and help us bring our beloved mom home so that we can either celebrate a glorious, miraculous homecoming or celebrate the beautiful, brave, courageous, and noble life that she has lived. Please be in the dark.
Savannah posted that video early this morning. She went on to say her mother may have, quote, already gone to the Lord. The FBI is already offering a $100,000 reward. That is still in place. The Guthrie family says they'll offer up that $1 million for the recovery of their mother. Good morning, retired FBI Daffer says that offer is crucial in the high-profile kidnapping case.
When you possibly now receiving $1.3 million, that money is going to make a difference to somebody that might say, listen, this is my son, this is my brother, this is my boyfriend. I do not off this up, but this information up. But with that kind of need, that would just be perfect to make them make that decision. And remember, they can anonymously still get a reward.
More than 3 weeks into authorities are reportedly looking into the possibility that the suspect seen outside Guthrie's home the night of her visited her home before. Those obtained by News Nation show the suspect at Guthrie's home on different days. The Pima County Sheriff says it is aware of the images, but without a date or time stamp on either image, any conclusion is, quote, speculative at best. Local, state, and federal investigators and volunteer search crews spent the weekend combing Tucson's underground tunnels for any sign of Guthrie. Some investigators visited gun shops in the area. Seeing that holster, investigators said it had some pretty unique characteristics. They also say they're going to run lab analysis on DNA found at Guthrie's house. The Guthries are also donating $100,000 to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, saying they know they are not alone in their loss. Back to you.
Sam, thank you so much for that update. Meanwhile, a shelter-in-place warning for American tourists remains active in Mexico, but conditions seem to be improving after a wave of violence following the killing of a drug cartel leader. The drug lord, known as El Mencho, died in a shootout with Mexican security forces over the weekend. He was one of the main traffickers of cocaine, meth, and fentanyl into the U.S. His loyalists quickly started setting fires to cars, buses, and buildings, mainly in the Puerto Vallarta area. Mexico's President, Claudia Sheinbaum, is promising to provide safety for everyone. Tragedy today in the Beverly Grove district.
One person is dead following a house fire early this morning. Sky 5 overhead surveying the aftermath. The initial call came in around 4, and firefighters immediately responded and found a woman outside and the house nearly engulfed. Firefighters say there were difficulties in putting the fire, including bars on the window. 2 people were rushed to the hospital, a couple in their 80s. Officials say there were no working detectors in the house, no other structural damage, and the fire under investigation. Our following breaking news from downtown LA. A car crashes into several pedestrians before striking a tree.
Let's go straight to Rich Prickett overhead in Sky 5 with the latest. Hi, Rich.
Yeah, we're right at 8th and Julian here in the downtown area near the district. And you can see that Mercedes that is up on the sidewalk. It actually off the roadway onto the sidewalk, crashed into a tree. Now we're hearing that there are at least 4 patients that are being evaluated or transported LA City Fire. The biggest injury would be a serious injury. The other non-life threatening. So hopefully for that could have been so much worse. Is right outside of a flower shop. Flower shops that are here in downtown. You can see two ladies that are they put on a hospital. We saw a man that was being loaded just months ago. And again, we're hearing patient, 3 non-life threatening and 1 serious condition. No word on the condition of the driver, but you can see the debris that was left behind that crash. This is 8th Street, just on the east side of San Julian. So this section of roadway is going to be blocked off while I'm Sky 5, I'm Rich Prickett. Send it back to you in Hollywood.
Rich, thank you so much. We know you for that. Well, for helping the hit-and-run driver who killed a beloved husband and father.
KTLA's Kimberly Chang is live in Silmar with more on their fight for justice and a really emotional interview. Kimberly.
Hi, yes, we just spoke with the Hernandez family while we're here in Silmar. Tell me that day Perry left his home, was on his way to work in Hawthorne when he was shot.
I'm still trying to process it. I can't believe he's gone.
It wasn't okay for them to do what they did, and as if he was nothing, he had us to come home to.
Fans, you can hear heartbroken over all the pivotal life moments that be able to share with him. 58-year-old Perry Hernandez ripped out our lives too soon. He and his high school sweetheart in 40 years, his 2 children, and an extended family who loved him deeply. They say he had an infectious laugh, loved fishing, football, his motorcycle, and most of all, prioritizing his family. Now, the California Highway Patrol says on February 6, around 6 a.m., there was a multi-vehicle crash on Freeway Martin Luther King. The family's attorney said Hernandez was headed to work in Hawthorne when he was struck by a BMW and then a box truck. Other drivers remained on scene, but the driver of the box truck took off. We spoke with the Hernandez family, who tells us that they were very close. His son said that he recently shared big news with his dad, and it's gut-wrenching to know that he won't be around to a first for their family.
We talk daily, an hour, 30 minutes. Multiple times depending on what was going on. Football season, 4 times a day. My wife's pregnant. And my child won't. Their grandpa. My dad.
He was very family oriented. He prioritized us, always made sure that my mom in particular was taken care of. When I get married, I want dad to walk me down the aisle. I have my brother, but it's one of those I would hope to have my dad there for.
A driver box truck can possibly be one or a company, so we would urge the employer, if there is one, be forthcoming and identify the driver. Otherwise, they could also be possibly facing criminal consequences.
Now, CHP is investigating this crash, but the family is urging public witnesses or additional information. They are asking anyone who has contact the attorney directly. That's the Caution Law Group in Sherman Oaks. Reporting live, Kimberly.
Okay, Kimberly, thank you for that. Terrifying when it's caught on camera of a coyote chasing a toddler right home. That's 3-year-old Salvo running through yard back into his house. Look at that, followed by the coyote. His father says Salvo had gone out, saw the wild animal, moment at the time, and that slipping it off. Salvo report is okay. Some sections around town are more problematic than others.
Now, list out with the worst intersections. Aaron would look at the Aaron.
Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Lauren. Well, yeah, the LA Times, they put out this list of 14 of the worst intersections in LA. Our number on that list is Sunset, and it has Been busy since we've been out here early this morning, and it's on this list because it does have the highest traffic volume of any intersection here and is a gateway to Hollywood, which means tourists along with locals. Sky was open sections early today. You see La Cienega and Centinela, which is number 11 on the list, but the data said point conflict among troops. More saying that LA has pretty good when it comes to rated signals.
LA has close to 5,000 signals that are synchronized in the sense that they're all controlled the same grid. And there are some areas within that are controlled independently, but by and large, Los Angeles sets the word for the number of signalized intersections that can be coordinated.
Problem. So that the more major intersections they involve small with the boarding and out major attractions like their downtown. We spoke the red issues he has had here at Island.
Yeah, it get real because Hollywood Walk of Fame is right there, and it's just like a crowded area. Like it's a lot of people that come through this way.